Yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Renuka, for joining us the session with you. And thank you for audience also for sparing time with us on weekend. Today we have Renuka madam to share her experiences about abroad planning and your career there. Uh, once again, thank you, Renuka. Go ahead.
Welcome, Kiran sir. Hi, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to today's webinar on abroad career planning opportunities for pharma graduates. Welcome, everyone, again. Let me introduce myself. I am Renuka Boggeti, and I'm a pharmacist. And I hold a bachelor's in pharmacy degree from JNTU, India, and a master's degree in pharmacology and toxicology from Long Island University, United States of America. And my most recent job was as team lead regulatory reporting team, IQVIA, USA. Next slide, please, Kiran sir. So to start with, let me give you a brief idea about my work experience. I worked in different fields with my pharma experience. My first job role was as computational chemist in GVK Biosciences, Hyderabad, and where the job involved modeling new drugs and estimating protein docking of drugs using drug designing softwares as computational chemist. Then I moved to USA to pursue my master's degree. And after finishing my master's in pharmacology and toxicology, I landed in the pharmacovigilance specialist job there in IQVIA. As a pharmacovigilance specialist, I did adverse event assessment, narrative writing, events and drug coding, and preparing adverse event reports. Next slide, please, Kiran. My next role was as team lead regulatory reporting. So I was managing a team to ensure completion of the below tasks. I was receiving and verifying adverse event reporting forms from clinical trials and post-marketing drugs for different clients. And we were reporting all the adverse events to different regulatory authorities worldwide as per their regulations. And we were updating all the regulatory databases of the company periodically. And we were ensuring audit and progress. Next slide, please. So how I started my career in USA step by step, let me explain it to you. So why I moved to USA, my motive was to pursue master's degree and then to pursue a job there. So how I planned for the move was in my final year, Bachelor's of Pharmacy, I gave my GRE and TOEFL exams. And based on my GRE and TOEFL scores, I applied to various universities. And also based on my interest in the different programs I applied. And after receiving admissions, I applied for the F1 student visa and had to go through the visa interview process. And after receiving F1 visa, I moved to USA to join the master's degree. Next slide, please. After completing the master's degree, I applied for optional training period there. And once I received my OPT, that is optional training period, I started applying for jobs. So this optional training period is roughly 2 to 2.5 years. And after completing my OPT, I applied for H1B work visa through a sponsoring company there. And then I continued working on H1B work visa. While I was on H1B work visa, to ensure I stay there for longer period, I applied for green card application. Next slide, please. So that was my experience in USA. So here we can, I have an idea about what a pharmacy graduate has different career options in USA, Canada, and Australia. So I'm going to discuss the opportunities in these 3 countries here. So let's start with USA. So a bachelor's in pharmacy degree graduate, they can go for GRE and TOEFL, apply for master's or integrated PhD degree there, then apply for the completion of the degree. And once the OPT is approved, they can go for a job. And after the completion of while on job, they can apply for H1B and continue to work there. And what are the options for Pharm students? These students, they can clear their TOEFL, and then they can clear NAPLEX, which is the pharmacist license exam in USA, and MPGE, which is the next exam. And once these NAPLEX and MPGE exams are cleared, they can go for internship and then register as pharmacist in USA and start working as a pharmacist, or other pharmacy-based jobs. They can apply for H1B once they have a job. In USA, a B pharmacy student is not eligible for taking NAPLEX and MPGE exams. Only Pharm students, they are
Hello. Hello, Renuka.
audible.
Yeah, it's a little frozen. Renuka, go ahead. It's been stuck for a few seconds, Renuka. Go ahead.
So can you please go to the next slide?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still in the same. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, sir. So let's discuss opportunities in Canada now. So for B Pharmacy finished students, they can take the IELTS exam and then apply for master's or PhD degree there. And after completion of master's or PhD degree, we are eligible.
Hello. Hello, Renuka. Hello. One second. Hello.
And go for a work permit. Can you please move to the next slide, sir?
This is for Australia. Go ahead.
So the next country is Australia that we're going to discuss for B Pharmacy students. Can go for IELTS. Once we clear the IELTS exam, either apply for master's or PhD degree. After finishing the PhD or master's degree, apply for work permit. Look for a job and you can continue to work there. Otherwise, B Pharmacy students can also clear pharmacist license exams there, apply for pharmacist registration and apply for a work permit to work as a pharmacist there. For Pharm students, can directly go for the IELTS exam, clear pharmacist license exams, do the pharmacist registration and apply for work permit. Next slide, please. So what if you don't want to study there, or if you want to work in India for a few years and then if you want to migrate to either USA, Canada, or Australia? I'm going to discuss the options here. So if after your B Pharmacy or PharmD degree, if you want to continue to work in India, you can work for a few years and then migrate to USA on a company sponsored H1B or H-1B visa or green card. For Canada, after continue to working in India, you can apply for a work permit or a permanent residency, that's PR, based on published skill labor list from Immigration Department of Canada. That's a point-based system. So what you do is every year, Canada Immigration Department, they publish a skilled labor list, and pharmacy is one of them. So you, based on the point system, you calculate if you're eligible to apply for permanent residency or a work permit there. And if you get enough points, you can apply to the Immigration Department of Canada for a PR or work permit. Once it's approved, you can find a job and move to Canada. For Australia, the same thing. You can continue to work in India. I mean, if you have enough work experience, you can apply for work permit or permanent residency based on the published skill labor list from Immigration Department of Australia. And then you can move to Australia and find a job there. Next slide, sir. So immigration policies of various countries, they change periodically. So I advise anyone to do their own research to update and with latest guidelines for the interested country before you start applying. Thank you. I conclude my presentation now. If you have any question and answers, we can continue the session now. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Renuka. That was a simple and assertive presentation, ma. We have two questions in the chat, Renuka. We'll start answering that first. Are you able to view the screen, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first question, you see she have joined as a drug safety associate, and she is expecting some certification again. Can we clear this question first? Because she completed already 6 months, right? Hello, Krupa, you completed
Yes.
6 months?
Yes. Now I am not completed 1 month. This month
Okay.
only 6 months finished.
That is okay. And you can elaborate your question, Krupa. Say that, are you going for an MS program, or are you migrating with your husband, or what exactly is there your query? If you can post to madam, she will try to answer.
Okay. First doubt is for mainly I want to work as in pharmaceutical company in abroad. So
Okay.
what are the things need to be done for me or for it is? So in some cases I heard that for after studying any certification courses, it is easy for to get a job in a pharmaceutical industry in the abroad. Basically, I'm looking in Canada, so it is for easy to get a PR in Canada. So, so I want to know what are the certification courses and whether if after ma'am already explained that if you're having some experience in India, so we can directly apply for getting a PR in Canada. So in that cases, whether I want to after I want to apply in IELTS and for get a good score, then only I can apply in that directly through any job like in Indeed. Like so many job searches are there. So through LinkedIn. So what I want to do after I want to first I want to score how much I'll score. That also I have a doubt regarding.
So it's a question from Kripa, right?
Yes.
Hi, Kripa.
Hi, ma'am.
So what I understand from your question is you are a master's in pharmacy holder, right?
Yes, ma'am, I am family graduate.
She's
Okay,
Pharm
you're a pharmacy graduate. Okay, so and you have some work experience.
No, I'm just joined as because my course is finished on last August 2021. So I'm just joined as a just drug safety associate in Navitas, Bangalore.
Okay, so I cannot really give an exact number that you need to score on IELTS, but it's a point-based system to apply for work permit or PR in Canada. And the points come from different things. So one is your education gets some points, like what kind of degree you hold, that gets some points, and the amount of work experience you have gets some points. Your age gets some points. your marital status, whether you are married or unmarried, that gets some points. So there are various other factors too that count into this point system.
Okay.
So it's just not IELTS, just IELTS score is only a minor part of it.
Okay.
So we can talk about it offline. I can give you the link where you can calculate your score and if you're eligible to apply or not.
Okay.
And then if you get the enough points, you can start applying on the immigration department website. And if your work permit or PR is approved, you can move there. You have to move there and then you have to start applying jobs from there.
Oh, ma'am, only after when I'm going to only and because I
Either
mean
you
like
can go there or if you can find an employer who can sponsor you a job from there, they have to give you a letter saying they're interested in having you there.
okay. Okay.
If you
Ma'am,
yeah.
in some cases when I go through LinkedIn, they're told that I have some experience, like minimum 4-year experience is needed to get a job in abroad. So I have doubt regarding that also.
No, that's not mandatory. There are always fresher jobs too. If you don't have work experience, there are entry-level jobs. For freshers, you have to start applying for entry-level jobs. For senior roles, they definitely ask for experience.
Okay.
And one more question to add, Renuka. She was asking about any additional certifications to get jobs in that particular place, especially she is looking for pharmaceutical companies, Renuka.
Okay. So when you say pharmaceutical companies, what kind of jobs are you interested in? Kripa, can you elaborate if you want to be a pharmaceutical chemist or if you want to be a pharmacologist? Do you have anything specific in mind?
I'm just not today in pharma.
If you are not talking, just stay on mute, ma, because we are hearing some background noises. Go ahead, Krupa.
Yeah, I just only know about pharmacovigilance regulatory affairs only. As I thought that when I joined pharmacovigilance, so only I can do a job in pharmaceutical industry. That much only I know about it. Much more.
Mhm. So if you're not specific about what kind of job you're looking for, there are different job opportunities we have as a pharmacist. You can either be a pharmaceutical chemist, you can be a pharmacologist, toxicologist, you can be a pharmacovigilance specialist, or you can go into CDM, you can go into SAS, you can be in clinical trials. We have various opportunities. So it's not one shot for everything. So you have to choose which way you want to go. So let's say,
ma'am, for example, if I want to do as a work in aggregate reporting in pharmacovigilance,
okay.
so what are for getting that job, what I want to do? Like, is there any certification course in that particular department? That I want to know.
That's a good question, and Kiran sir can actually answer this question much better than me.
Actually, we have that certifications also with us, right, Kripa?
Okay.
We have that certifications. Only thing is, we will train you as per that country. As you are asking Canada guidelines, we have Canada trainers also with us. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But as you said, we need to charge you Canada price here.
Okay. Just I don't know much about it. That's why I'm asking.
No issues, ma. That's a valid question. Thank you, Kripa. I think ma'am have answered most of your questions. But still, don't worry. I'll give you madam's contact to further clarify so that you both are in touch. And the next question is from Sivapallavi Renuka. If you see this, only PharmD graduates can do as a registered pharmacist. What about B Pharm and M Pharm, Renuka, in Canada?
In Canada, yeah, B Pharmacy students too can go for the pharmacy license exams there, Kiran sir.
Do they need to do MS or something? What they should exactly do there?
Usually because they need to stay in Canada for some time in order to clear these exams. The most preferred way people do is they go for a master's degree, so they can buy some time, like 2 year or 2.5 year time there to stay there and work on finishing the examinations along with the master's degree. That's how most of the people I know plan to finish their exams there. it's not really required that you go for a master's degree. If you have other ways, like if you can go on a visitor visa and stay for a longer time, or if there is any family sponsored visa which can buy you some time to stay in Canada, you can go that way to there and stay there and finish your examinations. So B Pharmacy students are also eligible to finish the exams in Canada and Australia, but but B Pharmacy students are not eligible for NAPLEX and MPG in USA.
Okay. Siv Pallavi, did Madam answer your question, or do you have any queries, ma?
Yes, sir. Ma'am answered it.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have another doubt.
Go ahead, Pallavi. Go ahead, Pallavi.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, presently I am pursuing my master's in ecology, ma'am. May I know what are the opportunities there for a master's in ecology student, ma'am?
Yeah, you can work as a pharmacologist in pharma companies there if you want to stick to your core subject, or if you want to explore other opportunities, you can divert to pharmacovigilance or clinical trial specialist, CDM. You're eligible for all these different affiliated areas of work also. Does it answer your question, Shiva Pallavi?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And we have one more question from Gautam. What is the percentage and eligibility for doing masters in Canada?
So there's no cutoff percentage for this. After you get your score, you have to check with individual universities. And then once you apply, depending on how many applications they get, so they give a limited number of admissions every year. So if you are the topper there, like if you fall into the top students of the applications that they receive, you might receive the admission there. We can give you a rough score that you need to get, but I can give it to you later.
Don't worry, Gautam. We'll connect you to Madam. And we have one more question. Tejashwi Patel, this is you, right? I think you're Ayurvedic or homeopathic doctor. Hello? Hello? Hello, Tejashwi Patel. This actually applies for you also because you are a life science graduate, right? Your voice is breaking. Any other questions? We can stay here for 10 more minutes and we can take your questions, and Madam is ready to answer us. Please. Any questions, please post here. Ma, whoever are not speaking, please go on mute, ma.
Madam, according to you, which country is best for doing masters?
What is the question, ma?
According to you, which country is best for doing masters?
Which country is doing masters, Renuka? Which country is the best country to do masters?
So does it imply you want to stay there? Want to stay there and work after you finish your masters, or do you want to just do your masters and come back to India and work? Can you please specify the question? So the immigration system is right now much easier for Canada when you compare the three countries that I have talked about. So most of the students are opting for Canada right now because the immigration system is easier there now. To settle there and to find a job after doing your master's is easier in Canada right now. And the second option would be USA. And then the third option would be Australia. That's my individual perception based on looking at the changes in the immigration systems at this point. Does it answer your question, sir?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Last two more questions, ma. We can take and we'll wind up.
Sure, sir.
Don't worry, we have Renuka madam with us, and she'll assist us with these 3 countries and with her vast knowledge. Ma. Kripa, Gautam, who else is there? Sridhar, Sharon, Sai Dikshit, Chakravarti, Priyanka, Megha, Vidya, Arshia, Srilekha, Maurya. Even you can ask questions, ma. Saujanya, you also. Questions might be in your mind, you can't ask, means at least you can type in the chat, ma. These sessions are designed for your requests and for your careers. You are the one who have to utilize this. Mamata, any questions, ma, from your side? Mamata, Pravalika.
Sir.
Go ahead, ma.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Pradeep.
No, sir.
Okay, ma. From madam side, I would like to thank